everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Wendy and I am a homeschool mom of 3, and every other Sunday I like to make breakfast for dinner, and one of my go-to recipes that I made up myself are these healthy cottage cheese packed with protein pancakes. So here's how I make it. I'll go through step by step with you so you know how to make it. Okay, first we're going to blend our oats, and I like to use the non-glyphosate free all ingredient from Farmers We Know. Do 3 cups. 1, 2, 3. And if you don't have whole oats, feel free to use oat flour. It's the same thing. To see like a flour. Pour that in our bowl. Don't put this away yet because we'll use it again. Next, it's almond flour. I like to put a cup of almond flour in it. 1 cup. And I like to separate the dry ingredients from the wet. So we're working on the dry ingredients first. Next, we're going to put a teaspoon of baking powder. Next, we are going baking soda. Also, 1 teaspoon. Put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. It brings out the sweetness of these pancakes. Next, because it is pumpkin season, we'll be making pumpkin protein packed pancakes, but I usually can substitute pumpkin with applesauce or ripe bananas if you have any at home. But if you're using pumpkin, you're going to want to have pumpkin pie spice. 1/2 teaspoon. And what that does is brings out the flavor of the pumpkin. Next, you're gonna want some nutmeg. It's optional. If you don't have it, it's okay. You don't need just a tiny bit of it. I like to use 1/4 teaspoon of the nutmeg. The last dry ingredient we have is brown sugar. I like to use brown sugar. I like to put a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And adjust it. If you think it's too sweet, you can make it 1/2 cup or a little bit less than that. But this is just the ratio that I find to work for our family. Last but not least, we want some cinnamon. And this is great with, like I said, applesauce and cinnamon. It goes great together. This is our dry ingredient. Set that aside. And now we're going to work on our wet ingredient. Use 6 eggs. I know that's a lot of eggs, but like I said, this is a protein packed pancake. So 6. You need 1 cup of cottage cheese. So perfect. Now we're gonna want to put some milk in there. 1 cup of milk. Gonna gently pour it in here. And then we are going to close it up and blend this. It should be a smooth consistency like that. Very liquidy. Next, you're gonna want your 1/2 a stick of melted butter. Don't be afraid of butter. I have tried coconut oil. You can use that as well. You can use avocado oil. That doesn't have much of a flavor, so if you don't like the taste of coconut, feel free to use that. Next, you're going to use a full cup of the pumpkin. Put that in. Forgot, we're gonna need some vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. delicious. Okay. Gently whisk that together. It should turn to a more deep orange color, and that's what you're looking for. Okay, now you take your dry ingredients. I like to pour the wet into the dry. Wet into the dry. Get every little ounce and cranny of that. Because we all know eggs are not cheap nowadays. Okay, we are going to slowly get that all incorporated together. It should look a little bit liquidy, but it shouldn't be super runny. And it shouldn't be super thick either. So this looks about right. Any lumps, feel free to take that out. Another fun thing with these pumpkin pancakes, my kids sometimes like the little mini chocolate chips. I like to drop in a few of those when I'm making the pancakes over there. And that with pumpkin is delicious. Chocolate and pumpkin, who doesn't like that? Okay, so this looks perfect. Next, what I like to do is, this is the secret ingredient that I put into my pancakes. These Ma's thick cake. That's what my husband calls them. I put white vinegar. I know, it sounds crazy. I put 2 tablespoons, just 2, after you combine all of the ingredients together. What happens is there's a chemical reaction with the baking soda you put in there. And it helps to make these pancakes fluffy. And trust me, you won't even taste the vinegar once you incorporate it into it. But don't overdo it. You shouldn't put in more than 2 tablespoons of it. Okay, I think we're good. If you like my channel, feel free to subscribe and thumbs up. Golden orangey color.